Football is back, and the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association will be bringing you live football on its website, www.sknfa.com, with Premier League Live. Without fans in the stadium due to COVID-19 protocols, you can now watch every single Premier League match this season on www.sknfa.com and click on Live TV. Games are shown live on every match day with halftime and post-game shows. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
On the left side, the ball being turned inside fans number 14 in Huggins, Decoy Huggins, the ball being intercepted. Here comes the clearance up the left side of the field, looking for the number 5 in Nichols, trying to head that down. Huggins swiveling and turn, finding Hanley. Not being able to control that one. The number 7 picks that one up. Dylan Morton for Trafalgar Southstars boots that one up the right side. And Morris been put under some pressure. And Tuckett coming off his goal line, having to clear across the eastern touchline. Essington here with me this afternoon for the first, the all-important game for both teams. You can give a little history of the team so far in this year's tournament.
Yes, for sure. Gardner supposed to want to maintain their position on top of the table. I think they were overtaken by St. Paul, so they want to go back on top of the table. So they're looking to win this game. Southside, on the other hand, Charles, they are below the two teams that were newly promoted, so they have some pride to protect, and they'll be looking for a win. And they're not off the markers yet, so they'll be looking at least for a draw game to get a point. They're not off the mark as far as, but here they are now. But
Hassani Fleming puts that one back to his custodian. That one been booted up the center of the field. Decoy Huggins trying to control the plays down. That's Dajal Kelly, just outside the center circle in his own defensive half, and referee having a few words with him. We can tell you that the officials for this opening game, we have Judel Matthew, we have Delroy Jeffers, assistant official, Latoya James, the other assistant official, the fourth official, we have Shantez Bass, and so in the middle we have Judel Matthew, and that's about just in the center of the field. Spurs trying to build Hassani, number 2, that's Warner, picks that one up on this far side. Chips that one forward, looking for Dajal Kelly, not getting their ball intercepted across the western touchline, just about the center line. And upfield again, Warner trying to make a move at the top there. We have the number 26 trying to trot off there. That's Stephen Hanley, not being able to get there. So comes in, looks for Kelly, turns it back, he finds Warner. Warner is hit to the gun. Hotspurs on the right side, the left side. Trafalgar Southstars trying to push on forward. So that ball situation, an infringement committed there by Kelly, just inside the defensive half of Trafalgar Southstars on that left side of the field. Spurs, a team that has been doing fairly well in the tournament so far. They have had a good run of some 5 or so matches undefeated.
very good one indeed. Very good start. This is one of the best start for a long time. And here they are now.
Tishan picks that one up and tries to hit that one on. He should have pulled that one back. And an opportunity there. And we saw Spurs with an opportunity getting past the custodian, chipping it over the head and almost nonchalantly just heading the ball across.
exactly. Nonchalant ease. Just getting the ball, chipping the ball over the goalkeeper, trying to get on the other side of it. Unfortunately, just couldn't keep it alive. But here they are again. Southstars are under some pressure. So Southstars looking for the first point for the season. Gardner Spurs on the other hand, looking at a new team. They've rotated their players, about 5 starters, maybe 6 starters. You have Archibald, Lake, is Lake there? Archibald, not there. Lake, not there. Raquel, Miguel Crawford, yeah. Valmont, Jeffers, all those players who normally start, Charles.
Wiggly, Rovan Wiggly.
Yes.
So
showing the deep bench. Rotating their players, looking forward to the season, and not just about this match, but looking toward the season. Here they are now.
Trying to build. They're on the right side of the field, looking there for Kelly. This one being placed across a western touchline. In defense of the Trafalgar Southstars. This is going to be a throw into Spurs to be taken very deep in the defensive half. Picked up there by Tishan. Tishan turns it in, find Tiran, find Tishan overlapping well. And this one almost walking into the back of the net and really moving into an offside position. That one looked too easy, Essington.
Yes. I just said it's a nonchalant. The two brothers linking up, Tishan and Tiran Hanley. Linking up well there in the box. Unfortunately, Tishan went in an offside position. And the flag went up, so it's...
Kevis getting that one downfield, finds one-on-one. Is trying to pull that one over. Good hustle here by Trafalgar Southstars. Number 6 picks it up. That's Fleming. Fleming goes for Adams. Adams a diagonal pass, looking for the man chasing that one down. Challenger on the left side of the field. Looking to go forward. This Challenger cuts on the inside, turns that one in, looking for Adams to come forward. Intercepted there by Southstars. Morris with it, turns it inside, looking for Challenger, not getting there. Good interception in the middle of the field there by Trafalgar Southstars. Having a bit of energy in the open stages of the game, Essington. After some 20 minutes, we look to see what is happening outside there.
Exactly.
But a good early run, fresh and being able to hustle around the field. This one goes into the center, finding number 4 in Douglas, goes square. Intercepted there by Kelly. Kelly turns it in, finds Tiran. Tiran a little lazily there trying to distribute that one forward up the center. The ball intercepted. Douglas picks it up for Trafalgar Southstars. He's trying to spring the man forward down on the left side. He's number 22. Not being able to get there on this occasion. And that's Brown trying to move down on that. Raheem Brown, in fact, number 22. Throw comes in. Picked up there very deep in defense. Coming forward there, number 6 with it, Fleming. Fleming finds a one on this right side. Finds Kelly. Kelly beats the man quite easily. He's been held back there by Benjamin. Went past him so swiftly and so easily. And Spurs will have a free kick just about the center circle. Score here in Warner Park is still a 0-0 affair with some 11 minutes already elapsing. Spurs. A square pass all the way over to the left side, trying to move forward, turns that one inside, finds Challenger. This one struck into the center, into the 18-yard box. Some problems here for Trafalgar, picked up there by Kelly. Kelly's trying to move down on that right side. Negotiated well by the defense of Trafalgar Southstars. The ball goes across the goal line. It's going to be a goal kick to Trafalgar Southstars. The score, after some 12 minutes, still a 0-0 situation. But the midfield for Trafalgar Southstars has had to work, put in the work in midfield. They've done well so far. The ball headed back, finding number 13, Morris. Morris not able to control it, distributes up the left side, looking for Challenger. A bit of a muscle there, elbow charge. The throw comes in very quick, looking for Coy Huggins. He's getting away, gets behind the defense now, trying to square that one across the goalkeeper. Going up, that's Kevis Hanley. And being able to latch on to that one quite jubilantly, effecting that particular interception. Puts that one down the right side of the field. Here is Trafalgar Southstars, the searching ball, looking for his number 22 in Raheem Brown. Not being able to get there on this occasion. It goes across the western touchline, very deep in the defensive half. That was Dujon, Tyrese Dujon. Here is Hassani Fleming, turns it inside, finds Tikoya, finds Adams. Spurs trying to build, find Morris, the only defender starting for the Gordon Hotspurs. Looking quite steady so far, the Gordon Hotspurs. Morris with it. It's a long ball all the way over to the right side, finds Warner. Warner for the Gordon Hotspurs, dribbling forward, getting ahead across the center line. There we see a handball by the number 15 in Benjamin. Son Kofa Benjamin. You have to be very careful. Stopping the play with the hand. Not the goalkeeper. Here's Dajjal weaving his way through. Finds Tishan. Tishan on the outside here. Goes forward, dribble on the inside. Tiran being held back again from behind. Now we see referee Matthew going to the pocket.
That's
the
very
same
early,
number
Charles.
15.
Yes. Number 15, that's Sankofa Benjamin. Receiving the first yellow card of the game.
Doing it twice in a row there, Essington. He did it here to Tajal, and another minute after he was doing it to Tiran. And so he playing more with the hands, and he's not the goalkeeper, so we'll have to have a word with him, Essington.
Exactly.
Referee having a word with him there. It's a free kick just outside of the area. Dajal will be taking that one. He has with him the number 5 in Nichols. Let us see what they can perhaps make of this one. The Gone Hotspurs from a dead ball situation.
Number 15, Benjamin in the 15th.
Dajal has been quite adept at taking these free
yes,
kicks
in the last match there. Okay, here he comes.
This one swung his hand in the goalkeeper. It was dipping and curling in Essington.
Yes.
And actually curled towards the goalkeeper who could not move. It was coming really powerfully. Free kick there by Dajal Kelly. Here comes the counter attack by Trafalgar Southstars. They're going to pass looking for his number 7. Finds the man Moten with it. Whichever Southstars looking for some support. Turns it back. He finds his number 4 in Douglas. Douglas with it goes back around. He finds his number 7. Good movements here. Moten trying to go across field. Almost been picked off there by Huggins. Up the left side of the field finds the number 29 in Challenger. Now trying to dribble forward, trying to get behind the defense, pushing it a bit too far. And that one being taken away quite easily. Here they are coming forward. Trafalgar Southstars being put into a tussle, gives that one away. Picked up there by Shaq. Shaq not really getting that one directed as he would have liked. Number 5 in Nichols picks that one up and turns it inside, finds the man Shaq. Shaq Adams again trying to make a true pass, looking for Tishan, not being able to get there. Shifts it to the left side. He finds Nichols back in, finds Shaquille Adams, who is captaining for this particular game. Tries a diagonal pass, a searching pass, looking for Kelly, not being able to break down on that one. It's a bit too straight, and the goalkeeper coming off his goal line was able to collect that one quite easily on this occasion, Essington.
Yes, let's say good idea was good, Charles, but the execution a bit poor. But here comes Garden Hotspurs now being forced to defense, and the ball being allowed to go back to the goalkeeper. That's Warner allowing the ball to go back to the goalkeeper. Now looks for Adams, and now ball is back with Warner on the right wing.
Great skills being shown here by Kelly. Kelly getting around some 3 players.
Yes, he's very good in tight areas. I just see dribble himself out of trouble here, extricating himself from the tight area and getting the ball out. Very good player he is. Very nimble on his feet. As
someone like his father in
yes, he was very good at that. Very good at dribbling. Yes. Very good balance. Yes, low center of gravity. They have a very good balance. But here they are now looking to build on the right and the left side.
Morris turns it into Shakil. Shakil turns it back. Finds Fleming. Fleming goes to the right side. Dequan Warner picks it up for Spurs. He dribbling across the center line now. Cutting on the inside. Turns it inside. He finds Huggins. Decoy Huggins shifts it to the right side. He finds Kelly. Kelly takes it down quite easily. Tries to beat the man inside out. The ball being touched inside. Still with Kelly. Kelly is trying to cut across the center of the field. Looking for some support. Good interception on the part of Trafalgar Southstars. Finally, number 7 in Moten is trying to press on forward. And we see a player going down in the center of the field for Trafalgar Southstars. It's just about 18 minutes or so. And the score here on the park is still 0-0 Essington.
Yes, 0-0. And we are coming up to the end of the first quarter. Is the player going off? Yes? No. So it's still 0-0. And as I said, Garden Hotspurs looking to maintain their position on top of the table. There should be number 2 position by now, but Southstars yet to be off the mark. I'm looking for the first point. Ball plays forward now.
Plays forward looking for Tishan. Tishan is trying to get away from the defender. And Benjamin, this one comes flat across, bubbles inside the box, a shot on goal, another shot on goal, and the goalkeeper saves the second time. Oh, superb goalkeeping there, Essington. Saving the day for Trafalgar Southstars. The Spurs not being able to get the opener.
Very good goalkeeping indeed. Tishan Hanley with both his left and Turan, both his left and his right.
Here they come again. Takes a shot on goal, trying to get that one between the legs, and Kevin Hanley again bringing off another spectacular save. And what an opportunity here for Spurs. 3 opportunities to put that one into the back of the net, and Tishan having another opportunity and not being able to convert on that occasion.
Yes, 3 opportunities by 2 brothers, 2 for Tiran, 2 for 1 for Tishan, goalkeeper, and all occasions coming up with a very good save to keep Southstars in the game. Still, a player is down in 2 players. The Southstars goalkeeper, Kevis Hanley, he's down, and also there's another player down. They get to pick up that number.
Probably could be Sanko for Benjamin.
Yes, could be.
Who has been doing a tremendous amount of work in defense, holding on to attackers, etc.
Yes.
And preventing them from converting. There he was again, getting back in defense and defending for the Trafalgar Southstars. But you have to be very careful with these sort of games where you're playing your second-rated team, so to speak. You're not using your starters, and you go on and you find that the other team has had a brilliant game. You know, and probably take a point or 2 away from it.
It usually happens, yeah. You play your second string team, and the other team step up the game. Charles, as you're seeing here, some very good saves. It could be a night where it's just not Garden Hotspur's night, and they just nick one in and begin to defend for the whole of the rest of the night. So it's very interesting. Spurs will have to be very careful, and I'm sure Dico Huggins is a very experienced coach. And he would be aware of the situation, and the coach for Trafalgar is Javan Francis.
Experience in his own right.
Experience, yes, but 2 former national players coming up against each other. Yes, and we're coming up into the end of the first quarter of this game, and we're on the 22nd minute. We're 21 minutes and some seconds, so we're in the 22nd minute, just about the first quarter to be completed, and the ball is now played up front by Kevin Hanley.
Kevin Hanley trying to get that one upfield. I think what happened there, he was a bit exhausted and decided to go down to break the momentum of play.
All that is gamesmanship.
Yes, I think that is exactly what he did.
There's nothing wrong in that at all, and it's a good idea because Garden Hotspur, they were really bombarding the goal with some chances. So nothing wrong in that at all. Go down and take a breather for a while. And rest your team. Give your team a chance to rest.
Tikoi Huggins takes that one over to the left side, finds Nichols for Spurs, trying to push on forward, that one being intercepted, and gets it across the eastern touchline. The Trafalgar Southstars. It's going to be a throw into the Garden Hotspurs. Taken very quickly by Tikoi Huggins. Finds Morris on the left now. Puts that one inside, looking for Tishan unable to control that one, being sort of pushed off the ball. Unusual to see players pushing Tishan off the ball. So turn inside, looking for challenger, and put it across the eastern touchline once more. It's going to be a throw into the Garden Hotspurs, just inside the defensive half on the left side of the field. Score here to Warner Park remains 0-0. And it's just about some 23 minutes into the game. Spurs turning that ball back to Brandon Tuckett. Put it straight up the center of the field, looking for Tiran unable to control that one. The ball breaks here. Looks for the number 7, trying to go forward. Morton still with it, goes wide onto the right side, chips that one over. And Spurs now having to defend. Picked up there by Huggins. Huggins looks for a challenger. Here comes Southstars. Good passage of play, trying to get behind the defense. Does so quite well. This one comes across the face of the goal. Well defended there by Morris. And Spurs still in their own half. Backling for that one, swiveling and turning. Shaquille picks that one up. Tries to go for it, still Shaquille. Goes to the left side of the field now. Finds the man challenger. dribbling forward. Here comes challenger. Turns that one back. Finds Adams. Spurs still with it. Just going over the center line. Playing that one back. Finds Morris. Morris goes to the left side. Finds Nichols. Spurs. All gone on Spurs. This one chipped over. Finds Tishan overlapping well. But caught in an offside position. Going ahead of the players from the defenders from the Trafalgar Southstars. They had pushed up somewhat.
Yes, very smart move. They're holding a nice back line. And they're well coordinated. Tisham, this second time he has been caught offside, Charles, so you have to be very careful. After time he's run better, show a bit more discipline in making his run, and he has some good pace on him, so you don't really need to get a head start on these players. I think he had enough speed to get behind that Southstars back line. But yes, we're past the first quarter of this game, and it's 0-0 as Garden Hotspurs looking to continue their winning ways, and Southstars looking to pick up the first point in this season.
Good head boots that one of field. Spurs now, and the owner having to defend this one, headed down there by Tikoy Huggins. Goes all the way back to the custodian here in Brandon Tuckett, who picks it one up quite easily. Throws it over, finds his Dequan Warner. Boots that one forward. Finds challenger with it. Swiveling and turning, looking for Dajjal. Not being able to get there, just clipped off by the heel of the Trafalgar Southstars. It's going to be a throw in to Garden Hotspurs. Halfway in the defensive half of Trafalgar. Taken very quickly. Finds T1. T1 turns it inside. Finds Tikoy Huggins. Spurs on the attack once more. Finds T1. T1 with it. Turns that one inside. Looking for the man Tikoy. Tikoy gets that one across on the top of the box. And having to defend. Easily taken there by Tishana. And puts that one into the back of the net and scores. Spurs has eventually scored the first goal in tonight's first game. Tishan getting a free ball, bubbling around inside of the goal area, made no mistake, just calmly swatted it into the back of the net for his first goal.
Very good goal by Garden Hotspurs to open the scoring. Tikoy with a very good assist. Tikoy on the right side picked up the ball. He had two chances, Charles, to get the ball across. Eventually he got the ball to Tishan, and Tishan just tapped the ball inside the net. Easiest of goal you could score, and giving Garden Hotspurs the first goal. So Garden Hotspurs scoring in the 26th minute by Tishan. So Tishan hit the ground. So just to have confirmation that Tishan scoring the first goal, hitting the ground running, Charles, after coming out from national duty and being quarantined for 2 weeks. Just as those two players from St. Paul's, Nelson and Freeman did, just coming from national duty and hitting the ground running, scoring their goal in the first match. So good going by Tishan. 1-0 in favour of Garden Hotspurs.
Here comes Spurs once more, trying to build a bit of a hold in there on T1. T1 with it, trying to go around, finds the one. No, the ball eludes him and goes across the western touchline. Should have done much better with that one. A bit of a hole in there, and T1 and not liking it. Spurs having to defend on this occasion. Finds number 22 there, tries to go forward. That's Brown. It's still Brown trying to get away, and Dajjal takes this one, cuts on the inside. It's still Dajjal looking for Tishan, finds him to Tishan with it, beats one player, takes on a second player, and been brought down there by the number 2 in Matthew, Chevon Matthew. And the referee Matthew going across and having a word. I wonder if it's his brother or some relation. Take it easy.
Take it easy, yes. Give me admonishment. But again, you see Kelly there, number 10, looking to get himself past 4 players, Charles. 4 players surrounding him, and he bet himself to get out of that trouble. But here comes Garden Hotspurs.
Another player holding again. It looks as though at the number 15 again getting in the thick of things, and Kofi Benjamin.
Yes, you have to be careful. He's on a yellow card already. He's on a caution already.
And probably going down very hard on this occasion.
Oh, well, yes, he's down. Two players are down for Southstars.
That's number 12 Hewlett, Deshaun Hewlett, and Sanko for number 15. Again. Just slowing up the game somewhat, Essington.
Yes.
The Spurs having the momentum was in search of
very much so
more goals.
In search of more goals, and Tishan scoring the first goal, which looked somewhat inevitable because the amount of chances they had. In one play, you had about 3 chances with Tishan getting one. Tishan getting 2 chances and his brother getting 1. So in just one play alone, you had about 3 chances coming out of that play. So they're bombarding the Southstars defense.
It looks as though we see the stretcher coming onto the field of play, and the stretcher can't take 2 of them, so they have to take one and return for the other one. The score here at Warner Park is 1-0 in favor of the Gordon Hotspurs. A goal coming from the boot of Tishan Hanley in the 26th minute of the game. 2 players are down for Trafalgar Southstars. We have Sankofa Benjamin, the number 15, and Deshaun Hewlett, the number 12. And we have the physio, some attention being paid to Sankofa Benjamin at the moment. And Spurs was just trying to split the defense open, and it looks as though it was Shaquille who was making a move between the defenders. And Sankofa went up very high and fell, and seemed to have fallen in the wrong area.
Yes, and he's going to be stretchered off. So 2 players that this will be a rowing moment for the coach. Jevan Francis must be scratching his head right now. Well, only 1 player, and then number 12 is back up. So this would be a very worrying moment for the coach. We'll be thinking about making some changes now. They're down 1 goal already, and we're just on the half an hour mark of this game. So let's see. So they would be playing effectively with 10 men.
It looks as though Trafalgar Southstars now pushing up for the offside trap. But we might be having a substitution, isn't it?
Yes. It appears that we're having a substitution. Number 16, Sean Percival, is there. And number 12, Nisbet is number 13. Ronaldo Nisbet. So we have 2 players on the line, a touchline, poised to come on. Number 16 is in. Number 12 is off. Charles. Number 12, that's Deshaun Herbert. So he was injured too.
Yeah, Deshaun
Hewlett, yeah. Deshaun Hewlett. So
number 15 already off, stretching off.
Good.
That's Sankofa Benjamin.
Good.
And taking his spot.
So very bad news for Southstars. They've been forced to make changes, Charles. Not tactical move, but they've been forced to make changes because of injuries. With 2 players going down, so they're making 2 early changes just on the half-hour mark, and they're 1 goal down.
Here is Spurs trying to build on the left side of the field now, going forward. Nichols with it. Looking for Tishan, finds him 2. Tishan Hanley swiveling and turning. Looking for some support, cuts on the inside quite easily. And the ball being tackled downfield. Spurs having to defend. Ball comes to the right side. Dequan Warner heads that one down, finds the man in Adams. Adams not being able to control that pass. Goes upfield, picked up there by Southstars. Coming downfield, here is Warner tracking all the way back and putting in a little defensive work, getting the one across the western touchline, very deep in his own defensive half. They'll have to be extremely careful, not want to give up the gains they have made. They're 1 goal up already, and we're just inside the first half. Number 13 picks that one up, trying to swivel and turn. That's Nisbet, Ronaldo Nisbet. And getting that one across the goal line. It's going to be a goal kick to the Gordon Hotspurs, isn't it?
Yes, a goal kick, and this is the first time you have seen Southstars getting so close to Gordon Hotspurs' goal in their attacking third, but here they are now in midfield again with the ball. Can they do something with it?
Here is they're coming forward. Number 7 with it. Morton coming up on that left side, being challenged. And the ball goes across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw-in to Morton of Trafalgar Southstars. Throws it inside, finds Ronaldo, number 13, swiveling and turning, looking for some supporting going forward. The ball being kept in play there by Dajjal. Dajjal turns it inside, finds the man Shaquille. Shaquille finds Dajjal trying to go upfield. Here is number 2 in Dequan Warner. Slotting that one forward, the ball being blocked across the western touchline, very deep in the defensive half of Spurs, and they'll have to, as I said, be very careful in defense. We are just some 33 minutes into the game. Essendon, they're already leading by 1-0. A big throw upfield looking for Tishan, finds him 2, picks him out quite easily. Finds Shakil leaves it for Tiran. Tiran goes back to Warner. It's all gone on Spurs really boxing that one around. Bad pass, equally bad pass, picked up the air by Tiran with it, shielding the ball well. Goes squares all the way over to the left side, finds Nichols with a bit of space there in the middle of the field, turns back, look for support. These players look fairly well drilled. This first team, this one come wide all the way over to the right side. The ball being shielded again by Dequan Warner, goes across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw-in to the Gone Hot Spurs team, which has come under some pressure here in the last 2 minutes or so. And looks as we are going to have a throw-in by the Gone Hot Spurs. There's a lot of talking, and it's Dequan Warner with it for the Gone Hot Spurs, and I wonder what could be the problem. There's another ball on the field of play, Essington.
Yes.
And again, he throws the ball to the fourth official, and he wanted a change of ball. Essington probably is a bit too soft. Now he gets that one inside. Tishan blocks that one back into the field of play. An infringement called against the Gone Hot Spurs just inside the defensive half on Tishan Hanley. It's going to be a dead ball situation to Trafalgar Southstars. 35 minutes into the game, it's 1-0 in favor of the Gone Hot Spurs. That goal being scored by Tishan Hanley. Trafalgar Southstars yet to have their opener, yet to have a win in this year's tournament.
Yes. A win, not even a point, not even a John game.
Not even a point.
And the other two bottom teams there have already picked up 4 points, a win and a John game. That's Debe and Bat. Ball floated into the box.
Raheem Brown, a searching ball inside of the box, looking for Tikoy Huggins, fouling that one outside of the area. It's going to be a dead ball situation to Trafalgar Southstars. Another opportunity here from a set play. Let us see what they can make of this one. An opportunity to actually take this free kick and put it away past the custodian in Tuckett. Tuckett is trying to line a wall up, asking it to move more to his left, trying to cover the upright towards his left. And let us see at this time what Trafalgar Southstars can do with this one. The number 7 in Morton, Dillon. Morton will take this one, the number 7. He lines this one up here. He takes a powerful right booter, that one going high over the cross by Essington. No real difficulty there for Brandon in goal for the Gone Hot Spurs.
Yes, no real difficulty at all. Should have made an effort to test the goalkeeper. And you had Nisbet there over the ball too. Nisbet is a very good kicker of the ball. Number 13, Ronaldo Nisbet. He has a very powerful left foot. But it was Morton who went for that one and was way over. Here comes Gone Hot Spurs now. They're 1-0 up and we're in the 38th minute.
Gone Hot Spurs really putting quite a bit of passes together, looking for Tishan going up on that left side. The ball being turned on the inside. Here is Spurs trying to control the ball being ushered across the western touchline. It's going to be a throwing very quickly taken. Shakil challenging well. Still has it under control. Trafalgar Southstars, Chubo looking for the man on top of the box. Spurs having to defend upfield. Shakil heading that one back. Not getting it very far. Number 4 in Douglas picks that one up. Makes a diagonal pass. A searching ball on the far right side. It goes across the eastern touchline, very deep in the defensive half of the Gone Hot Spurs. This will be a throw-in, but Trafalgar Southstars seem to have gain some confidence.
Very much, Charles. They're going in confidence. They look a little better. They just need to cut out some of the mistakes. They're making some simple mistake and just some loose passes. Need to concentrate some more. Here they are now looking to build on the right side, Charles.
Need to be a little more patient. That one they put across the eastern touchline. So the Southstars will have the throw-in. They're looking for the equalizer. And this might just be the moment they're looking for, getting behind the defense, trying to get that one across, not really on target, and that one goes across the goal line. It will be a goal kick to the Hobson Enterprises Gone Hot Spurs, a team that has really shown a good ball handling skill. They have been able to put quite a number of passes together. You can see They have been well drilled and trained by Austin Deco Huggins, their coach, and really displaying a high level of football.
Yes, a very experienced coach and a very talented coach who have done quite well with St. Paul. St. Paul winning a few championships under his leadership, and he's back home in Garden, I suppose, in the Garden where he's from. But they did a very good job with St. Paul's team, who continue in their winning ways. But it's Garden, I suppose, now. They're looking to win their first championship in about 20 years, Charles. It's been a very long time. The last time they would have won a championship would have been under your leadership as president.
And that has been some time now.
Yes, very long
time. Since about 2000. This one upfield on the left side of the field, going on Spurs trying to push on forward. The ball being cut out there by the defense of Trafalgar Southstars. Now they're trying to build, swiveling and turning. Put in quite a few passes together. This one being ushered down the right side of the field, the player and trying to go forward, intercepted there by Morris on the left side. Holding that one up, turns it inside, finds his captain in Shaquille Adams today for the Gone Hot Spice. Decoy Huggins goes further to his right, finds Dequan Warner, chips it one forward, finds Dajjal. Dajjal turns it one inside, finds the man in Tiran. Tiran takes control, now cuts on the inside quite easily, turns it back, finds Decoy Huggins on the outside, Dequan Warner with it, just over the center line. Curls that one around, looking for the player going forward. His challenger trying to cut this one on the left side of the field. Has a player on his left side. And that is Tishan Huggins pushing that one straight into the clutches. He was going for the angle there, Essington, but there was Kevis Hanley in position to collect that one.
Yes, and Tishan will be very disappointed. He really should have put that one away. He had time, he had space, and really should have done better. But a good save in the goalkeeper in the end. But Tishan went for placement. A goalkeeper was there. Here comes Southstars, but straight to the goalkeeper. Tuck it.
Picks that one up. Bumps once or twice inside of the penalty. On a boot, volleys that one downfield. Looking for some movement on the top. Looking for Tishan. Not being able to get there. The ball taken down quite easily. Here's Trafalgar trying to build. Finds Douglas. Douglas is trying to civilian turn. This one pushed upfield. Civilian turn in the middle of the field at Trafalgar. Trying to build. Here comes the tackle in from Kelly. Still with Trafalgar. Finds the man Morton. Dylan Morton on the left side of the field. Turns it back looking for some support. He's been challenged there by Warner. Still with Morton. Morton curls that one around on the top of that box. The ball drops and breaks free. And Spurs having to clear up the center of the field. Turns that one to the left side. Now finds Morris. Morris is trying to go forward. Finds Challenger. Challenger who has been somewhat out of the game. The ball taken away once more. Trying to build Trafalgar Southstars. Coming through the center of the field. Decoy tackles that one inside. Finds Tishan. Tishan goes square. He finds Dajjal. Dajjal Kelly with a lot of room here. On the right side. Trying to dribble forward. Turns on the inside. Tries to take the player inside out. And now speeds into the line. But the ball was a bit too strong there.
Yes, a bit too strong. I thought he took a touch, but no, he didn't. And yeah, but good move there by Dajjal, but touch a bit too heavy, and the ball went over the byline. But here comes on the counter attack, Trafalgar Southstars.
Trafalgar Southstars, they're going to ball on the top of the box. Spurs be having to defend. And still trying to defend, cut on the inside, takes a left booter, and that one going high over the crossbar. Shooting has left much to be desired, Essington.
Yes,
from Trafalgar Southstars. They've been high, looping over the crossbar. No real challenge for the custodian of the Gone Hot Spurs.
Yes, very much so. They're getting into good areas of the pitch, and some good shooting position, but they're not hitting the target at all. They're way off target, and they need to improve and that. Yes, they're getting chances from outside the box. But those chances should be much better at this level. Here comes Tuckett with a long clearance upfield. Finds Dajjal. Dajjal chests the ball down to Warner. And Warner be looking now to go forward.
Warner turns that one inside. He's looking for Tishan. Not being able to get there. Finds the number 4 in Douglas. Douglas goes to the far right side. Look. Still putting a few passes together. Trafalgar Southside sees Morris having to track that one down. The ball being pulled back in play. And now tackling across the eastern touchline. Hope he has not injured himself in the process, Essington.
Yes, very good defensive work there by Gordon, I suppose. Eventually getting the ball over the far touchline. So it's going to be a train for Trafalgar Southstars. Just to remind you that it's 1-0 in favour of Gordon, I suppose. The goal being scored by Tishan Hanley. And that was just about in the 14th minute of this game. Remains 1-0 in favour of Gordon Hotspurs, and we are just 1 minute, Charles, in this the first 45. Plus we're going to have some stoppage time, but just 1 minute ago, the ball plays into the box. Good clearance there by Warner.
Well, this one up the centre of the field. Here comes Spurs now. Kelly in his own defensive half looks for Tishan. Tishan is trying to control that one. Not being able to do so. He goes across the western touchline. Throwing comes very quickly. Cut out there by the man in Warner. Goes across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw-in to the Gordon Hotspurs just inside the defensive half. And Warner, Dakon Warner will take it. He does so right about now. Throws it over field. Having to defend Trafalgar Southstars again. I must be fairly pleased with their first half in Essington. Trafalgar Southstars. Not very many goals have scored. Quite a number of shots on goal by the Gordon Hotspurs being saved by Kevis Hanley. So the defensive line for Trafalgar Southstars would have done fairly well.
Yes, they would be happy, Charles, as we see the fourth official putting the board aloft, showing that there are 2 minutes of stoppage time. But yes, Charles, they'll be happy. In the last 2 matches, they conceded 14 goals. So to go into halftime against Gordon Hotspurs, who's playing some of the better football for the season so far, they would be very happy to go into a dressing room just 1-0 down.
Well, this is not the starting team of the Gordon.
Yes, that must be pointed out. That must be pointed out. That is not the starting 11.
No.
About 5 players are out. You have Lake, Archibald, Valman, Raquel,
Crawford.
And Crawford.
This one comes across the face of the goal here. He Spurs with it on the top of the box, a shot on goal, and the goalkeeper coming across and being able to latch onto that one. It was outside of the western upright though. Very exciting. Kevin Sandy boots that one downfield. Intercepted by Spurs. There's a handball.
Yes, play handball. Yeah, and play he's arguing. I don't know why he's arguing, but it must be for something else. That's number 16, Sean Percival, who came on as 2 changes were made. 2 changes were made by Southstars. 4 changes, 2 players were injured.
But they have played much better with those changes.
Yes, they have looked much better there. They're making some forays up front.
Yes.
Some forays up forward and looking a bit threatening.
Here's Nichols with it. A diagonal searching ball. The ball comes across. Intercepted there by Sean. Is still with Spurs. And Shaquille picks that one up in the middle of the field, turns it back, finds Dajjal with it, beats the man out. On the inside, takes a powerful right booter from downtown, trying to catch the goalkeeper, flat-footed. And it looks as though it's a deflection. It will have a corner kick here to the Gordon Hotspurs to be taken from the left side of the field. We just have just inside 1 minute of extra time remaining now.
Yes, enough time for
Spurs to get a second goal, perhaps.
But yes, from a corner. They have a corner now, so this could be a chance. But you have to hurry up because referee don't give time for corners. They will bloody whistle just before you take the corner kick. So he have to hurry and get the corner in. We had 2 minutes of stoppage time, and I'm sure we're deep into those 2 minutes right now.
Shaquille Adams will take the corner kick for the Gordon Spurs. Normally it will be Raquel Allen taking the corner kicks. Here Shaquille gets that one across, and the players going up. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's halftime, the whistle for halftime. Going, whistle of referee Matthew in the middle for tonight's first game. Score here at Warner Park is 1-0. We see Spurs coming out looking the finished team that they are with a new starting team for this particular match. Have gotten 1 goal in the 26th minute from the easy goal by Tishan Hanley, putting that one into the back of the net, getting a free goal inside of the penalty area. Trafalgar Southstars must be very happy. They have come back well in the first half, the latter part of the first half. Been able to put a number of passes together and to hold their own in the middle of the field, denying Spurs the opportunity of scoring any further goal going further into the onion bag. So the score going into halftime 1-0. Essington, your wrap up of the first half.
Yes, Spurs will be happy to go into a dressing room with 1-0, Charles. But I'm sure the coach will have been looking to be up about four goals or 5 goals, so he can give his other players a chance to go on and get some match time. But that didn't happen. Southstars will be very happy that they have only conceded 1 goal. So we'll be back with you with our halftime talk.
Coming up is the Premier League Live halftime show.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles, and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry, and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable, and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caribana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SKN Newsline, and download the app today. The SKN Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigga business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers. And advertising is free right now. You heard me right. Free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
This is the Premier League Live halftime show.
This is our first game for tonight in the SKFNA League again. We see the Ghana Spurs coming through, this time against the Trafalgar Southstars. A good showing by Ghana Spurs for the first half.
Yes, very good showing so far. Tishan just coming back from national duty, Charles. You know, he was in quarantine for about 14 days and he hit the ground running by scoring the first and only goal in the first half so far. Scoring in the 14th minute. A ball played across the goal by Tikai Huggins, giving a good assist. And all Tishan had to do was stop the ball into the net, and he did that to give Garden Hotspurs a 1-0 lead, Charles. But interesting thing, Charles, was Garden Hotspurs started with about five players who normally start. You had the 5 players in like Jeffers. You had Archibald who didn't start. You had Lake, you had Crawford, and also Allen. The 5 players who didn't start. So I don't know if he's resting on his laurels or he's just rotating his players. And we could just rotate his players to keep them fresh and healthy throughout the season. You can't just think about one match, but you got to rotate your players, and maybe just that the coach is doing. I think he'll be looking to score about maybe 4 or 5 goals in the first half, so he could give the other players a chance to win. Especially Southstars, they're not aftermarkers yet. The only team who have not been able to get a point as yet, Southstars, and they will not be happy. I think they'll be coming out in the second half. But you must give kudos to them, Charles, for them not only to concede 1 goal in the first half. But I think the second half should be interesting, should be more competitive.
Well, Deco is a smart coach, okay? One of the more clever coaches
I agree
we have in the
I agree with you that, yeah.
And so he's probably just resting some of his players waiting for the bigger games. This is considered a small game. And so he can play some of his second-rated players and giving them some legs out there, some time in the middle, should he need them in any of the upcoming game. But Trafalgar came back in the second half well.
Yes, and the second half of the first half, they came out quite well. Especially they haven't considered a goal, but they were making forays forward, and getting into good areas of the pitch. But unfortunately, the finishing touch not being the best. You have Dylan Morton up front in the midfield and looking to score then. But interestingly, Charles, they had 2 changes in the first half. 2 changes at the same time, a double change. And it was a forced changes because 2 players were injured. So they had 2 new players coming out in the field. We don't know if they're going to make any more changes in the second half. We don't know how deep the bench is. That's the question you have to ask again. How deep the bench is, and there are players who are going to make changes. But as I said, the second half should be more competitive.
Well, the second half should be interesting because Trafalgar Southstars will try to come out and equalize very early.
Good.
Because they may feel the second-rated kind of starting lineup by Ghana, but we can take them out. But Spurs will be trying to get another goal to try and push on forward. That's the second half.
And interesting as to what to do.
He might make some changes.
But interestingly, Archibald, the 2 main scorers for Ghana Spurs, Archibald and Lake, they're not even on the team sheet today.
They're not on the lineup.
They're not on the lineup. They're not on the bench. So you have Allen here to come on. Allen and Valman and also Crawford. But Crawford and Valman are more defensive players. Allen more attacking. So it's interesting to see what he's going to do. But I said the second half should be very interesting.
Well, I'm looking forward to the second half. I'm sure the fans out there, they're all looking forward to the second half. What will happen? Trafalgar Southstars, they have a point to prove. This is probably their game to win. And they probably will come out in the second half with a renewed vigor and energy and try to do something outstanding in the second half.
And if not win, at least get a job to get the first point. Because it'll be embarrassing to see that the two newly promoted teams already gotten a win and a drawn game, and Southstars were up in the Premier League for 2 years now, and not aftermarkers yet. So they have something to prove. And so that's what we have to be very careful.
We have to be very careful. All right, so we'll see you for the second half tonight. This game between Hobson Enterprises going to Hotspurs coming up against Trafalgar Southstars. We're expecting an exciting second half. We have Tishan out there. He's hungry for goals. He's scored one. His brother Tiran, he's in the middle. And so we're expecting exciting things coming into the second half. See you then.
This is the Premier League Live Halftime Show.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles, and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry, and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable, and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caribana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SK Newsline Android mobile app. With the SK Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SK Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SK Newsline, and download the app today. The SK Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigga business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And we have lots of room for you advertisers. And advertising is free right now. You heard me right. Free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
For the second half of this all-important game, the Hobson Enterprises Golden Hotspurs coming up against the Trafalgar Southstars went into halftime with the score 1-0 in favor of the Hobson Enterprises Golden Hotspurs. That goal being scored by Tishan Hanley, looking around inside of the goal area, had an easy opportunity and made no mistake, put that one away into the back of the net. So Trafalgar Southstars here looking for the next 45 minutes to really see if they can get the equalizer and probably maybe inch ahead of this well-oiled Gordon Hotspurs team, Essendon.
Yes, the first thing will be on the mind. Can we get a point out of this game? And if the chance present itself for them to get full points in this game, I'm sure they'll go for it. As I said, they're a little bit embarrassed that the two promoted team, they're on 4 points so far. They're on 4 points, having beaten Trafalgar Southstars and John Newtown of all teams. And then Bath United, they also on 4 points, Charles. So it'll be very interesting to see if they can get off the mark, at least get off the mark tonight. Even get the equalizer and then do some defending.
Have to redeem themselves, playing more for pride than anything else. Been in the Premier Division for some 2 or 3 years.
Good. So yeah,
find themselves at the bottom of the table, isn't it?
Yes, and especially being a Bar State team, the Bar State derbies, they really like to get off the mark. They don't want to be embarrassed. But here comes the whistle goes. And the Southstars with the
Southstars, diagonal cross, looking for the man, trying to look behind the defense in number 7 in Morton. So turned inside and chipped across the ball, being blocked across the goal line. It's going to be a corner kick to the Trafalgar Southstars to be taken from the left side of the field, and already they have begun to advance, looking very early for the equalizer here, and if they can get it, we'll have a game on our hands, isn't it?
Exactly, Charles. But a very good start, Charles. And they seem to be very good on the diagonal pass. But here comes the corner.
Morton Dillon gets that one across the ball, bubbling inside of the box, and Spurs having to clear downfield. All the men went back in defense, so you can see Spurs taking this one very seriously. Number 2 with it. Matthew turns that one inside, looking to go forward, looking tackle on that one, chipping the player over. Shaquille. Player tumbling over, probably clipping the heel of the player there, Essendon, and the number 4 in Douglas. It seemed to have been the workhorse for the Trafalgar Southstars in the middle of the field. It's going to be a free kick. And number 7 in Dylan Morton will take in for Trafalgar Southstars. Does so right about now. Boots that one into the penalty area, going off high for the head, and the goalkeeper confidently coming off his goal line, plucking that one out of the air. Brandon Tuckett rolls that one to the right side.
This is a very good start, Charles.
Yes.
Two chances in 2 minutes. That's the indication of what is to come. We're in for a good night because God, not supposed to be in some trouble. But yeah, as we promised, it's going to be a competitive second half. Here comes good take here by Dajal. Good skillful take.
Very skillful on the left side, beating the man inside out and almost having him, leaving him for dead and bringing him back into the game. And trying to get it on his favorite right boot.
Yes.
To get that one across. Dajal showing a really nimble skills there on the ball. It's going to be a corner kick to be taken from Dajal Kelly on the left side of the field. Good counter-attacking football by the Gordon Hotspurs. Getting downfield. Now that the pressure is on Trafalgar Southstars to defend. This one comes across into the box, and good stout defending here. Shaquille takes a shot on goal, and the goalkeeper having to swallow that one up. A good take in the end, Essendon.
Good take and a good shot. Good football around, because it takes a good technique to get that ball. But here comes Southstars. Nisbet with the ball on the right.
Ronaldo Nisbet trying to control on the right side, and we see the kick here being taken by Shaquille. Captain in tonight's game for Spurs.
Yes,
take
Charles.
a volley.
Yes, he showed very good technique there, Charles. A dropping ball. He kept his knee over the ball too. Kept it down well. He didn't connect it as well because he didn't have picks. But a very good technique shown there by Adams to get the shot on and a volley.
Well, Spurs having to defend. This one is. It looks as though we have the number 7 in Morton, who seem to have been everywhere for Trafalgar Southstars. Taking this free kick, gets that one, dumps it into the penalty area. The ball drops, and here is Spurs hurriedly trying to clear that one upfield. Decoy Huggin picks that one up, turns it inside. Still trying to push on forward. There is Morris. The ball comes off the boot of a midfield, goes across the eastern touchline. It's going to be a throw into the Gordon Hotspurs. Taken very quickly. Here is Warner. Warner goes up the right side of the field, gets the return pass. Touches inside, finds Secoy, breaks free. Finds Morris in defense. Spurs pressing forward. Finds Nichols on the left side, the number 5. He's now pressing up on that left side, trying to go forward. Chips that one over. Looking for Shaquille, takes that one down. Player gets into contention very hurriedly. Shaquille comes into the center of the field, beats the player, turn inside, finds Tacha. Tyler chips that one over. Here's Spurs looking to go forward, looking for Tishan. Standing there in an offside position. And now play continues. Free kick taken very quickly. And Morton with this one, a diagonal pass it a bit too straight, and the goalkeeper took it coming off his line, his goal line, very smartly. And this is a goalkeeper that has grown in confidence, Essington.
Very much so. Very much so, Charles. And still have the isn't that a goalkeeper for Garden, I suppose. That's Jones. But here is Spurs.
Morris turns that one back. He finds his custodian in. Tuckett goes to the far side. Here they're coming forward. Boots that one up the center of the field. A challenge unable to control. The ball breaks. Goes to the far right side. It's going to be a throw in there by the number 6 for the Gordon Hotspurs. That's Hassani Fleming. Leaves this one for Decon Warner. And Decon will take it just inside the defensive half on that far side of the Gordon Hotspurs. Takes the throw in quite quickly. It's Warner with it, looking for some support, turns it inside, finds Tiran, unable to settle that one. Here is Trafalgar Southstars trying to push forward. It's going to be a infringement being called on Warner on that far side. And Warner, the number 2 for the Gordon Hotspurs. Gordon Hotspurs needing to settle in the second half, not really settled yet, Essington.
Yes, I would say that Trafalgar Southstars would have had a better start in the second half. So I suppose you have to be very careful. They have a slender lead, Charles, and that lead could be obliterated at any just one chance, and they're on the back foot, Charles. So they have to be very careful.
The Trafalgar South start pressing. This one comes across on the top of the box. Spurs having to clear shot on goal, and Spurs still trying to defend this one headed forward. Still Trafalgar Southstars pushing forward, another shot on goal, and the goalkeeper coming off his line, judging that one well, quickly releasing that one onto the left side. Finds Dajjal, cuts on the inside quite smartly. He's still looking for support. Is Dajjal going forward, getting away from the defenders? Dajjal still gets away from another place. Did Dajjal winding his way through the center and being brought down? Picked up there by Huggins. Spurs with it still on the attack. The tackle comes in, swiveling and turning, looking for some support, turns it back. Finds Nichols swats that one on the top of the box. Trafalgar Southstars having to defend, turn back by Tiran. Tiran finds Shaquille back to Tiran. Tiran goes to the far side, looking for Challenger trying to swivel and turn that one being played across the eastern touchline. We see Spurs now trying to come into their own in the last minute of this game.
Yes, Spurs coming alive with a good move. And here they have a throw in now.
Throwing into the area, lands onto the chest of the player right inside of the penalty area. Should have done much better with that one, and could not really control it.
Yes, that's Tishan. Really should have done better with his first touch there inside the box. Look to take the ball down on his chest. Unfortunately for him, he lost his footing, lost his balance, and the ball went too far forward for him to control it. But they have a corner kick, and but a very good start by Trafalgar Southstars in the second half. Garden Hotspurs now looking to come back. They have a corner kick with them. It's still 1-0 in favor of Garden Hotspurs.
Corner kick to be taken by Shaquille Adams. Let us see what he'll make of this one. He's captain of Garden Hotspurs in tonight's game. This one comes across, drops right at the boot of Nichols, and having to clear. Is Trafalgar Southstars up the left side of the field. Here is Ronaldo trying to go forward. Ronaldo needs bit with it, trying to dribble the player, cut on the inside, a bit of a muscle. They've been shown on the far side. See Ronaldo getting between two players. Here is Douglas tracking that one down. The goalkeeper having to defend. And Shaquille picks that one up deep in his own defense. And now we had a bit of a pushing in that area, but good movement on the part of Trafalgar Southstars.
Very good movement, Charles. We did say that this second half is going to be a very competitive one. Trafalgar Southstars, they're not going to be any push over. We told you that they've conceded 14 goals in the last 2 matches, and they're looking to redeem themselves. They have the pride to protect Charles, and they're looking very good against Garden Hotspurs tonight. A second string team, but still they're shown that they're looking to pick some form after being battered by Oldwood 12 goals to nil, and then beaten by Detbe, newly promoted Detbe, 2 goals to 1. Here they are.
Spurs trying to build one with that one, trying to dump that one across into the penalty area, not being able to get that one on target. Here comes Trafalgar Southstars again. The ball being played back into their midfield. Trying to build this one, comes across on the right side, cutting on the inside is Gums. Ball breaks free now, picked up there by Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a bit swiveling and turning, trying to go to the right side. Swiveling and turning, picked off there by Nichols. Nichols now distributing that one upfield, looking for Dajjal. Dajjal chips downfield just about the center line. Tries to square that one across. Picked up there by Tiwan. Tiwan dumps that one over, looking for some movement by Tishan. And that one being played all the way back and goes across the goal line. It's going to be another corner kick to the Garden Hotspurs. Still leading by 1 goal to nil. That goal been scored a long time ago in the first half. In the 26th minute of the game, we have some 55 minutes and counting. It's going to be a corner kick to the Garden Hotspurs. It looks as though it's going to be taken by Shaquille Adams. So he's in no real hurry. He's the captain of the Hobson Enterprises Garden Hotspurs in tonight's game. Spurs looking to take home another victory here at Warner Park. They have been playing quite well. Had not used their starting lineup, so to speak. This one comes flat across and cleared downfield. Goes across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw-in to the Garden Hotspurs. We see Morris. Morris today takes it very quickly. Dumps that one over onto the head of Gums, taken down. Challenger picks that one. Looking to go forward. Looking to go between some 2 players. Ill-advised. He had some 3 players on his left side. Here comes... taken down there by Hassani. Fleming cuts on the inside. Finds Huggins cuts on the left side. Has a man on his left. Finds Dajjal on the left side of the field. Dumps that one over, and Trafalgar having to defend, heads that one down and gets it over the goal line. It's going to be another corner kick to the Garden Hotspurs. Now applying some pressure in the last 2 minutes or so.
Yes.
Isn't done, probably looking for their second goal.
Yes, Charles, applying the pressure because they've been put under some pressure too by Southstars. So they too will have to counter. They can't just sit back and allow Southstars to get back into the game.
This one dumped into the penalty. The goalkeeper been put under some pressure. That one going this time over the crossbar. Well negotiated there by Kevis Hanley, who brought off some spectacular saves in the first half.
Yes,
score could have been another about 3 or 4 goals.
Very much so. I remember making a double save. One from one each from the brothers. But here comes Garden Hotspurs. The ball played over the touchline, the far touchline, and conceding a train to Trafalgar Southstars. They're down 1 goal to nil, and we're coming up to the 60th minute. We're in the 57th minute.
Brown will take it up the right side of the field. That one being pushed across the eastern touchline by Warner. It will be a throw-in. And Raheem Brown will take it and turns it inside. Here is Trafalgar Southstars in the middle of the field. Morton with it, chips it one over. He's looking for Ronaldo, not getting the other one, being chest down on the top of the shot, tried and goal, but looked good at the start, but just skewed off the boot and went wide of the western upright, Essington.
Yes, it looked good. It was a good attempt, Charles. Better technique, they would have been saving the goalkeeper because it was hit with the outside of his boot, Charles. So it would have been going towards the goalkeeper and then curving away from the goalkeeper. A good attempt. Here comes Garden Hotspurs now. They're still looking to extend the lead.
And Warner on the far side with it, turns it back, looking for some support. Huggins looking for some support, turns it one side, makes an errant pass. The ball being taken away there by Tiran. Turns it on to the right side. Here's Challenger streaking up on that right side, finding a bit of space. Get that one across on the top of the basket. Trying to get that one inside and defended once more there by the defense of Trafalgar Southstars. They're trying to come out of the goal area, and what an opportunity again for the Ghana Hotspurs.
What an opportunity indeed. Dajal Kelly really reading that one well. I suppose he's making a change now. Allen is going to come on. But he read that one well and followed up and got the shot. But it was well blocked by South Stars. So number 27, they're making 2 changes.
Well, they're taking out the number 2, I think is Warner. The number 24 in Tishan has been taken out for the number 19. I think Spurs making some changes there. Probably Coach Deco looking for something different. Essington.
Yes, very much so.
And we see number 19, Rashid Sargent. He's now on the field, and we'll see what difference it makes. Raquel Allen takes up his position of putting in those crosses. This one coming across into the penalty area, having to be cleared. Ronaldo downfield, intercepted by Spurs. Here's the goalkeeper having to track back and take that one. Was coming off his goal line a bit too hurriedly. This one rolled to the right side, picked up there by Dylan Morton, takes it on the left foot, tries to boot it downfield and straight onto the body of the number 24 in Shamari Hanley. Shamari Hanley being struck. It looks as though in the head. It was Morton who is trying to put that one downfield. We have substitution number 2, Dequan Warner being taken out for Raquel Allen, a defender. And they play the similar style of football, overlapping from a defensive position, but Raquel plays on the left side while you have Warner playing on the right side. So a little reorganization in the defense, perhaps. And also bringing in Rashid Sargent, who himself is a striker, for a striker that was taken out, Tishan Hanley, who had scored since the 26th minute and had missed a few chances as well.
Yes, Tishan Hanley just coming off of national duty and scoring his first goal. And Deco making two changes, bringing in Sargent, son of Sussa Sargent, and also bringing in Allen who scored in the last game. And so Deco making some changes, some important changes. Let's see, going to make any difference, Charles. Spurs looking to put the game away, Charles. Looking to put the game to sleep. But they will have to. They can't afford to. The longer it goes this way, the more they'll be encouraged.
Encouraging Trafalgar. So Sazis comes across, and it looks as though it bubbles off the boot and the hand, probably in an accident. Going across the goal line is going to be a corner kick to the Ghana Hotspurs, and Ghana Hotspurs has had about 3 or 4 corner kicks in succession, taken by Raquel very quickly. Here is Allen putting that one across, and a bit of a push in.
I think it's a dangerous play. If we can see the replay, he was looking to execute an acrobatic overhead. Yeah.
And Spurs will have to be extremely careful there. That player been brought down for Trafalgar Southstars, and is it the number 2 in Matthew? Looks as though it's indeed a Matthew, number 2 for the Trafalgar Southstars. He'll have to go off the field for a while. Is he? No. Stays on. Here is Kevis Hanley with the free kick, takes it to the left side of the field. And picked up there by Raheem Brown, boots it down the left side of the field, picks out a player, Raquel Allen, boots that one off field, turns it all the way back to the custodian in Tuckett, playing very high off his goal line. Looks up now, volleys that one down the left side of the field. He's looking for Challenger. Challenger is trying to come into contention. The ball being picked up there by Adams. Adams goes to the left side, finds Nichols. Nichols turns it inside, finds Tiran. Tiran is trying to get past the midfielder. In Gom, still Tiran in contention. Ball goes across the touchline, just inside the defensive half.
Yeah, Tisha not happy with that call at all. Remonstrating with the referee, Charles. Thought that call should have gone in favor of him.
It's going to be a throw-in once more to Trafalgar Southstars, just inside the defensive half. They are looking for the equalizer and have looked at a much more clinical team in this second half. Essendon must be commended. Probably the coach having a few words here. Here they come in the forward challenger, turns that one inside, finds Tiran. Tiran looks up, turns that one inside, looking for Dajjal. Dajjal, one-time pass, finds the man in the outside right. That's streaking through. And the goalkeeper, Kevin Stanley, coming way off his goal line, picks that one up. Here is Raquel Allen again, taking that one away from Brown on that left side, turns it inside, find Dajjal. Dajjal in the center of the field now, looking to go forward, looks for challenge. Well, it's Tiran. Tiran turns that one inside, looking for Dajjal with some fine touches. And that one cleared upfield, not too far. Ronaldo not been able to go anyway with it. Picked up there by Raquel. Dajjal, one touch pass, finds the man inside. All finds the man on the top of the box. And he goes, oh! That's his challenger. Making that one good. Getting away inside of this area, and this time he made no mistake. Put that one past the custodian. Some really fine touches inside of the area, and the number 29 in challenger just looked up, realized the goalkeeper was coming off his goal line. There they are, Dajjal and the man himself, and clinically put that one away into the back of the net. The second goal, Essendon, for Gordon Hotspur, scored in the 64th minute of this game.
Yes, a very typical Gordon Hotspurs move, Charles. That was a beautiful move. Exciting, scintillating stuff by Gordon Hotspurs, and a sumptuous finish there by Spurs to double the lead. It really was a typical Gordon Hotspurs move. Some nice touches on top of the box, inside the box, just outside the 6 yards box, and they were able to put that one home. Beautiful finish indeed to match the scintillating move.
Dylan Morris with a diagonal pass to go across field. The ball being taken away on the top of the box, finding the man breaking field, Ronaldo, and Tuckett coming off his mark, confidently gobbling that one up. Gordon Hotspurs 2 and Southstars 0 here at Warner Park in the 65th minute of this particular encounter. It's Nichols dribbling out of defense, looking for Tiran. Tiran picks it up in his own defense, dribbling and turning, being allowed to do so. Rolls it inside for Dajjal. Dajjal trying a one-touch pass, looking for Tiran, not being able to get there. And the ball goes across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw-in to Trafalgar Southstars. Yeah. Spurs now with a wider margin. Essendon feeling a little more comfortable. It was Southstars who was really pressing for a few moments. Here is the man in Nichols getting a boot in. The referee not liking that somewhat. And here come that's Gums for Trafalgar Southstars and Ronaldo swiveling and turning, looking to go forward, surrounded by some 4 players. This one turn high into the area, up go a confident looking Brandon Tuckett and plucks that one out of the air. Essendon. Yes,
very confident take indeed, dominating his area, coming out and kept his eyes on the ball because the ball was here comes, it could be trouble for
getting in a little tangle there.
Yes.
That is Dajjal Kelly.
He's such a strong youngster.
Yes, the officials in the middle tonight, we have Judel Matthew holding the whistle. Delroy Jefferson and Latoya James, the assistant officials. And the fourth official, we can tell you, Shantez Bass. So they have been having a pretty decent game. Just one yellow card.
Yes, a pretty decent game indeed. No controversial call, no contentious call so far. Here is Spurs now. Spurs looking to increase their lead there. 2-0.
Here they come rumbling forward. A ball with Huggins turns back, finds Adam Spurs. All gone Hotspurs here. This one left for Tiran. The return pass on the top of the box. Find the man cutting on the inside. And he should have really taken it one time, Essendon.
I think Spurs is getting overconfident. Why didn't he want to go? Right? He wanted to walk into the goal with the ball. Instead of slamming the ball in the back of the net, Charles. He took too many touches and looking as though it seemed as though he was intended to walk the ball into the goal instead of slamming the goal. So not a chance there. Adams having a very good chance there to put Gordon Hotspur. She goes up. They're getting better and better now. And it's 2-0 in favor of Gordon Hotspur. And we now entering the last quarter of this game now.
A bit of a push in there in the small of the box. And Ronaldo needs been sent to the curve. An infringement call against the Gone Hotspurs. They're leading by some 2-0. There is in the number 7 in Dylan Moten. He comes up to take the free kick for Trafalgar Southstars to be taken from the right side of the field. Saying good night to Murphy Adams. I know you're probably viewing this one, as well as Ken Martin, rest of the clan. And also we have James Kelly and family. Here is Moten chips that one over into the area. Spurs having to defend on the top of the box and not really being able to clear. Finally does so and gets that one across the goal line. That is Hassani Fleming on that occasion. It's going to be a corner kick to Trafalgar Southstars to be taken from the right side of the field. They are down by 2 goals, looking to pull one back and then probably get a second one back. It's 69 minutes into the game. Spurs having to defend. Have some 10 players back in defense. This one comes across and having to clear finally. Spurs. Chance here trying to get it downfield. Nichols not getting very far. That was a good opportunity here for Trafalgar Southstars. Here is the man Morton calling that one inside of the area. Once more on the top of the box. The player taking that one down. And this time the ball goes across the goal line. It looks as though it's going to be a goal kick or a free kick to the Gone Hotspurs inside of the area, isn't it?
Yes, and then again you see Hanley that's still demonstrating with the referee, but Gone Hotspurs eventually clearing the ball, but another good chance there. Southstars, they're looking good, Charles, but in sporadic spells, they're not having any sustained spell of pressure on Gone Hotspurs. Player is down.
But I'm surprised that the goalkeeper did not get a call. He was inside of his area. That's goalkeeper took it. He went up and they had some attacking players knocking him around inside of the area, and there was no call from the referee. And I felt that it should have been a call. You see Tuckett now ringing the arm around. He's a solid goalkeeper.
Yes,
very muscular, a lot of meat on the bone, isn't it? Somewhere looking like a Tazzy Elliott.
Yes, exactly. It's like a Tazzy. Just a little bit shorter, but as a Tazzy Elliott, and he's very confident youngster, especially in his area. Very dominant in his area. And
2-0 in favor of the Gone Hotspurs, and Tishan getting 1 goal in the first half. The second goal coming from a challenger, a brilliant move inside of the area, made no mistake. A trademark Spurs move and putting it away into the back of the net.
Typical typical Spurs move, just knocking the ball around. Very good interplay inside and around the box. And then a beautiful finish, scintillating finish by challenger. 2 goals still in favor of Gone Hotspurs.
He's a goal scorer in challenger. This one turn inside looking for Dajjal. Dajjal beats one player on the inside, going speeding up the center of the field, sticking in a little boot there, an infringement called against Trafalgar Southstars, just about the center circle, just inside their own defensive half in the center of the field. It's going to be Spurs leading by some 2-0, looking to push that lead even further. This one ushered to the left side of the field, finds Nichols, picks that one up. Number 5 goes further to the left side, looking for Challenger trying to get away from the defense of Matthew. Good skills being shown here by Challenger. Turns that one back, finds Nichols turns it inside. He finds T1 turns it inside, finds the man. Challenger, 1-touch pass, finds the man inside of the box. The goalkeeper coming off his man. That was Rashid trying to close down on that one. That's Sargent, not really been able to get there. Kevin Sandy just came off his goal line. Here is Allen. Allen turns that one back, way back to his custodian in Tuckett. Tuckett turns it to the left side of the field. He finds Morris. Morris dribbles forward. This is a new breed of Spurs players, Essington. We've seen the son of Dwight Allers, Kelly, and we have
you have
Morris, a son of Pompey Morris.
Yes.
We have the son of Soso Sargent.
So,
new generation of Spurs.
Generation of Spurs.
Coming from the blood and tears of the older stalwarts. We have it looks like a substitution be made here by Trafalgar Southstars. This would be about their 4th substitution, Essington.
Yes, very much so.
Number 23 being taken out for number 19. Is it number 19? Yeah. Okay, so number 19 going in for number 23. Number 23, Clarissa Gums, been taken out. And so it comes across from the Gordon Hotspurs, cleared down the right side of the field, goes across the western touchline. And Thompson coming on for Clarissa Gums. This one is going to be thrown in by Gordon Hotspurs. Nichols, he has had a full game. Adman Nichols, fairly decent game. The first time I'm seeing Nichols, Essington, and he has done fairly well so far for the Gordon Hotspurs.
Yes, he have done very well. He played a few matches so far. Yes, but he have done very well tonight. Very fit youngster, really work hard on his game. Here comes Gordon Hotspurs. Challenger looking to score his 2nd goal. But good defense there by Trafalgar Southstars.
This one breaks now. Here's Ronaldo Nisbet streaking down on that right side. Ronaldo taking on the defense of Spurs. Is Ronaldo trying to get it from some 2 defenders, and ball being taken away there by Shaquille. He turns it inside, looks for the support, finds Tikoi Huggins, turns it inside, finds Tajal back out, finds Huggins, finds a bit of space on this left side of the field, finds Shaquille. Shaquille beats one player on the inside, finds Huggins. Spurs on the attack, a diagonal pass to the far side, picked out Rashid, standing there in an offside position, Rashid Sargent, number 19. And they see the ball movement again of the Gordon Hotspurs.
This is what they're known for, Charles, keeping the ball and smooth, seamless movement up front from back to defense, from defense to offense. Smooth, seamless, free-flowing football. Gordon Hotspurs have been known for over the years. Dajel is coming off now. And Dajel done his work, Charles. He's a very hard worker.
That's right. And he's coming out for number 25, Amani Williams. Substitute coming on for Dajel. Notice a change being made by in the 75th minute. Some 50 minutes or so regulation time to go, Essington. We're taking out Tiran, midfield general. He is now coming off the field of play, and going on is a number 32, Adrian Gomes. These players will never be able to complain of not getting time on the field of play, Essington.
Yes, and it seems to be the policy of the coach, rotating his players, not only from match to match, from half to half time, and giving his players a chance to be fresh and healthy, and giving the fringe players some match time, Charles, which is important. That's coming down to the end of the season. Players now will be injured. It'll be good to have backup players. So
we are showing that Dajal been taken out for Amani Williams, Dajal number 10, and he has really been a part of the 2nd goal for the Gordon Hotspurs. Distributing well there to Challenger, who made a brilliant finish inside the penalty area. Here comes Raquel Allen trying to split the defense on the right side, the ball breaking, and we see number 19 Rashid Sargent across the eastern touchline. Allen comes up, takes that one, and gets the return pass on the far side, chips it over. He's looking for Rashid, cuts on the inside, trying to muscle his way past the defense, trying to get around. A bit of a push in inside of the area. And this time, a call there, and Rashid Sargent in number 22 gets that one. That's Brown. Here they're going for another infringement, this time by Raquel Allen. Player going down on that far side. It will be a dead ball situation to Trafalgar Southstars, halfway in their own defensive half. Score here at Warner Park remains 2-0 in favor of the Gordon Hotspurs. Some 13 minutes remaining. Essington, what do you think the Southstars will have to do to get back in the game? Score goals, of course, but they'll have to put a number of passes together, try to press on and try to get the finishing on the ball. Here they're coming forward. Gordon Hotspurs and Williams hopping over that one. Here's Morton dribbling up on the right side looking to go forward. Ball going across the western touchline. It's going to be a throw-in. We had number 9 coming out, Tyrese Dujon there for Trafalgar Southstars. Kirsten Warner coming in and ringing the changes. Trafalgar Southstars here, Spurs coming forward, pressing on. Trafalgar Southstars just about the center circle finds Matthew been challenged very closely there by Amani. Ball being thrown into the defense of Spurs. Been challenged there by Ronaldo. A bit of a push in there. And there we see a big miss there by Morris. Trying to clear that one upfield. Not really getting the boot onto it. Here is Morton. Swiveling and turning, looking up, looking to go forward. Cuts on the inside. Squeeze that one across on the top of the penalty area. And it goes all the way over to the far side and across the goal line. It's going to be a goal kick to the Gordon Hotspurs.
Yes, a goal kick to Spurs, leading this encounter 2-0. Goals being scored in the first half by Tishan Hanley, just coming off of national duty and being in quarantine for 14 days and scoring the goal. And then you have Challenger scoring the second goal in the second half, giving Gardner Spurs a lead of 2-0. And they're looking to increase the lead. Charles, they would have to score three clear goals. But long ball, that will favor the goalkeeper. They have to score 3 clear goals in order to get back on top of the table. They're going to be on 18 points with St. Paul. St. Paul's have a better goal average. I was told by Al that they'll have to score 3 clear goals to get a better goal difference.
St. Paul's.
So that they can go back on top of the table. But it's really a good battle between Spurs and the lead on top of the table being exchanged from Spurs to St. Paul's. Our player is down.
Strong push there by the number 5 player, and one is a substitute. It's going to be a dead ball situation just inside the area to be taken by Nichols. Will take that one. Ahmad Nichols with it. Looks up now. And asking for some movement. This one shifted to the left side. Here is Amani Williams cutting on the inside. A bit of a pushing. It's still Amani on top of the one. The ball breaks. Picked up there by Maudit. Maudit chips it on forward looking for Ronaldo. Southstars on the attack. Good defensive work being put in there by Maudit and gets that one across the goal line. He's giving up the corner kick there. He was under some pressure there from Ronaldo of Southstars, electing to put that one across the goal line. Giving up the corner kick hasn't done.
Yes, conceding a corner instead of conceding a goal, getting the ball into safety, over the byline, conceding a corner kick, a short one, Nisbet to Morton Charles.
And this one comes across to the far side. Spurs having to defend. The ball being taken down on the top of the box, picked off there by Huggins. Here's Douglas trying to go forward, not being able to control. The ball being taken down, an infringement called. Just some 81 minutes into the game, it looks as though it was Douglas going across there to the far side. He been brought down outside of the area. It will be a dead ball situation to Trafalgar Southstars. Could this be the opportunity that they've been waiting for? Can they score with this free kick from outside of the area? Again, we see Brandon Tuckett, the custodian for Gordon Hotspurs, putting a wall in, not taking any chances, asking his players to put a wall in, hoping that the free kick takers, they will be a bit unsighted. Referee Matthew asking for the wall to come back. Some 8 steps or so. It's going to be a dead ball situation to Trafalgar Southstars. Can they convert from that acute angle? As anyone's guess. Looking for their first goal. This one touch chipped over, and the goalkeeper coming off his line quite smartly and confidently picks that one up. And
yes, well read by the goalkeeper Charles, but smart move there by Southstars. Imaginative set piece routine by them, looking for something different instead of the normal straightforward set piece. Well, here comes Nichols for Gardner Spurs.
Nichols with it. He finds Coy Huggins, who has had almost a full 90 minutes. His one goes downfield, taken away there by Southstars. Morris with it. And Morton Swiveling turning on this inside, has one player with him. He's going to cut on the inside, does so quite well. Rolling it on over the left boot, turns it on the inside, the ball goes back out, finds Matthew. Turns it on the inside, finds more the chips at one inside, finds Ronaldo. Here is Southstars on the attack, a shot on goal from downtown. Ronaldo is taking that from distance, and no real problems there for Tuckett. That one sailed high and over the crossbar.
Yes, Southstars trying something. They need to get at least a goal to give them some consolation and at least give them some confidence going into the next game. As we have been saying, they're yet to score a point. They're still in the dock, a big dock. And we're almost at the end of the first round. Here comes Spurs again. This could be it, but...
That was a searching ball looking for challenger there who really was caught wrong-footed. He had to swivel and turn there and then did not get the opportunity he was looking for. Shaquille being brought down, the goalkeeper having to come off his marker, heads that one down. He'll advise a tackle being put in. And Southstars again on the move. Nichols been able to pick that one off. A bit of a holding foul there on the part of Trafalgar Southstars. It's 84th minute into this game, some 6 minutes remaining. Islington Spurs 2-0. I don't think Scholes was so worried about the goal average because they would have played the top players, starters, and probably would have had quite a number.
Well, I don't think they're worried about that.
They're not worried.
The point we just made that just for being on the top of the table. I don't think they're worried about that. That is not a main concern. His main concern is to keep his players healthy. And to keep a clean sheet tonight. He want to keep the clean sheet intact, of course. We don't want to concede tonight. Let the players get accustomed to keeping clean sheets.
Well, here comes Trafalgar Southstars playing that one back in their own defense. This one being ushered across the eastern touchline. Spurs now in no hurry. 85 minutes into the game. The score remains at some 2-0 in favor of the Ghana Hotspurs. One on either side of half time.
Yes, I think they're poised to make a change, Charles, and I think this will be the last change. They have a quarter of 5 changes, and I think this could well be the last changes they are making.
Taking out is that
that's Alan Shaquille. Shaquille will be coming out.
Shaquille.
They're really taking out the two Hanley brothers.
Shaquille is a starter.
Yeah, Shaquille is a starter, yes.
Yes. And he was the captain for tonight's game, giving up the captain band. And he's going to be coming on in number 3 in Kaya Kebi, defensive midfielder. So, defensive midfielder in Kaya. Another substitution be made as well by Trafalgar Southstars as it done. Yes. The changes are coming. They just have 4 minutes remaining in tonight's game. Unofficially, this one up the left side of the field. Here's Trafalgar Southstars trying to build the play. Put under some pressure on the far side. Morton, who has been everywhere. He has been in defense in the middle of the field and on some occasion trying to attack. This one breaks. Spurs trying to build the ball, being taken away there by Allen. Not being able to go forward. An infringement called against Trafalgar Southstars. Just inside the defensive half of the Ghana Hotspurs. Short pass. Here they are building, going forward. It looks as though we're getting a shot and goal. No, he picked up there by Challenger. Challenger turns it back on the top of the box, trying to go forward. The ball intercepted. Here is Tikoi going for a beach. One player cuts on the inside. The tackle comes in once more. And it's still with Spurs. Still Spurs. Looking to build on that far side. And the player standing there in an offside position. We have substitution. You have Shamar Douglas been taken out for Kevaldo Jeffers. That's Southstars. So 87 minutes already elapsing in tonight's game. Is 2-0 in favor of the Hobson Enterprises Ghana Hotspurs. Having a very good run for the last 5 or 6 games. Not being able to lose a game. And for most of the part, keeping a clean sheet. Ghana Hotspurs. Here this one cleared up the left side of the field, looking to go forward. A bit of a push in there on the play. The ball being picked up there by Kaya KB, being turned back to the custodian in Brandon Tuckett for Ghana Hotspurs. He goes to the left side now, looking for Nichols. Nichols dribbles up the left side of the field, finding a bit of space in defense. Goes back, turns it on the inside. He finds number 14, Tikoi, midfielder. Further to the right side, KB. KB finds Raquel Allen up the right side of the field, looking to go forward. The ball being turned back. Still with the Gone Spurs. This one be put across the center touchline. Spurs with the throw-in on that far side. You have Rashid Sargent, you have Raquel Allen picking that one up. Remember, we had a Shervin Allen. I wonder if he's any relation. Is it the son of Shervin Allen? You remember?
Well,
outside right for Gone Spurs.
Yes. Shervin Allen, of course, one Gone Spurs long serving player.
Yes. Here comes Ronaldo with a pass inside of the area. Could this be the opportunity? Inside out, looking for the player on the outside. Les Spurs having to defend. This gun comes across, and Raquel having to clear upfield. The ball being picked up. Spurs with it, turn on the inside, getting the return pass, streaking down the left side of the field. It's Amani Williams with it, trying to get behind the defense now. Try to dribble pass, and this one is a bit of a muscling. Putting a shoulder charge there, allowing that one to go across the goal line, getting the goal kick for Trafalgar Southstars. So it's some 89 minutes into the game there. Spurs still leads 2-0 Essington. This one is probably done and dusted by the Gone Spurs, perhaps. Yes. No running out of time, Essington?
No running out. Well, as you normally say, the fat ladies somewhere warming up those vocal cords, ready to sing. Yes, Gone Spurs. A good performance tonight, Charles. Especially considering that they didn't have the normal starters. They decided to rest some normal starters and rotate the players to keep them fresh, healthy, and hungry too, Charles. That when they do play, they really had a desire to play.
Well, it's just about 90 minutes. That's the regulation time. Spurs have to be very careful. 3 minutes of extra time.
3 minutes of extra time.
Spurs working the ball around in the middle of the field. Takes it on, a bit of a tackle. Imani turns it back. It's Spurs boxing the ball around on the left side of the field, turns it inside. Picked up there by the number 32 Ingums. The ball being turned back there to Tuckett. It's all Spurs here. Spurs putting on a display of control football, possession football. Here's Tikoi on the right side, finds Ali. Ali now burst into gear, going up on that right side. The ball intercepted there by Southstars. The ball breaks. Cut out by the Gone Spurs. Klebi, this diagonal pass, finds the Mani. Amani on the left side trying to get behind the defense. And this one tackled across the goal line. It's going to be a corner kick. Imani Williams will take it for the Gone Spurs. Leading by some 2-0. Could this be the opportunity for the third goal that they were looking for? This one turn on the inside, finds the man on the top of the box, just holding on to the one, poking that one back to Nichols, and have to be very careful there. Adrian Gums not liking the play that he received and getting himself a yellow card.
Yes, unnecessary yellow card.
Unnecessarily attacking the player.
Yes, needlessly retaliating, Charles. And the retaliator normally be the one. He lucky that his opponent got the card, but the retaliator normally be the one to get the card because that's who the referee see. But yes, picking up a card there, and Gone Spurs coming into the end. But as I said, Charles, they played some very good possession football. Keep football, just knocking the ball around, and it's a good way to manage your game. You're 2-0 up, don't give away the ball, because the opposition won't be able to score once you have the ball. But here is Nichols now.
And man, Nichols with it. Again, not electing to go forward. Playing this one down, this one booted across on the top of the box. Here comes the shot of goal, and the goalkeeper throws himself to the right and brings off a brilliant save there. A good save by Kevis. We are just about in the dying moments of this game, seconds remaining. Here is Nichols coming forward. An infringement called. And Here Spurs come looking for Challenger. Challenger spinning away from the defense to the corner flag.
Yes. Good game management again.
Game
management. The ball towards the corner flag.
Corner flag.
That's part of game management.
And this one is almost all over. It's going to be another yellow card be given to Challenger. Spurs will have to be extremely careful.
Yes.
Giving it
no
away.
need, Charles.
No need
conceding these yellow cards at the end of the game. You're leading 2-0. You have to be careful. And there's another yellow card again? Oh, not the same yellow card.
The same yellow. He's writing something down.
Yes.
It's going to be a corner kick. It's over 3 minutes now. So anytime now, the fat lady would sing Essington.
They're with the ball in the corner kick. And again, that's part of game management.
And there you is
that's the
whistle, Essington. Another win for the Ghana Hotspurs. Last few minutes was not so...
Not a pretty
look for the Ghana Hotspurs. Nevertheless, the Ghana Hotspurs going home with a win tonight, 2-0. Did not run out of the time. The players getting in a little tangle there with their ball playing with some of the other players earning themselves 2 yellow cards. Have to be extremely careful, needing to calm down a player there. Nevertheless, Trafalgar House are not suffering that indecency of having all those goals been scored. Some 14 goals in the last 2 games previous to this one, and now only 2 goals been scored here at Essington. We must congratulate the team from the Gardens area, Ghana Hotspurs, the coach himself, Dika Huggins, the management team, for a brilliant game. Your comments on the second half, Silva?
Well, good win by Ghana Hotspurs and keeping a clean sheet. And we'll be giving you more information as we bring you the halftime talk in a few minutes. So stay tuned.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles, more. Cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry.
I'm here with Trafalgar Stars coach. I know you came in here to play against the number 1 seed on the table, Spurs. What kind of motivation you would have given the guys coming into this game?
I just want to say good evening to the viewers out there. It's a difficult task for us right now, so every motivation I get to give them, encourage them to come out and play positive football, come out to win, come out to walk off the pitch with something on the score sheet, but once again, it wasn't so.
I know they're going to be a little disappointed once again for losing. What kind of mindset, let's say, when you go back to the drawing board, what are some of the things that you're going to fix?
Well, as I can say, the positive stuff about this game is that we come out pressuring, we come out positive, we come out attacking, defending, aggressive, but simple mistakes again. And you can't give these teams mistakes, they're going to capitalize on us.
All right, Coach. Well, I wish you luck, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Much more. Their prices are unbeatable, and
the Spurs team. Coach, tell us about your game tonight. Number 1 on the seed. I know you played a team that's at the bottom of the seed. I realize that you didn't play a lot of your top players also. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, again, happy with the performance. Happy with the win. But happy to be back on top again. We missed out the top players through injury, so I have to shift some things around. But we have a deep squad. They did well. They came here to do the job, so I'm pleased.
What are some things you're gonna do to stay on the top of the seed right now in the Premier League?
Well, right now we're just trying to avoid complacency. Really, there's a good feeling around the club right now. We're doing well, top of the table. We're just trying to continue what we're doing in training. Once we get all the players fit, I think we're gonna continue to be an unstoppable force.
Okay, Coach. Well, I wish you luck, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that was the Spurs and the Trafalgar Southstars coaches. We're going to stay tuned for St. Peter's and Newtown. I am Virgil Hodge reporting.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles, and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry, and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable, and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caribana, find value supplies at great prices.
It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SKN Newsline, and download the app today. The SKN Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Strictly Sports is back! Strictly Sports is back! And better than ever! The website that brings you all kind of sports. No rumors, no nigga business, just sports. Log on to www.getstrictlysports.com. That's GETSTRICTLYSPORTS.com and get articles, features, videos, and photos. Local, regional, and international stories. And don't forget to check out our online sports store.
It is little right now, but in time it will get hugely.
And and we have lots of room for you advertisers, and advertising is free right now. You heard me right, free. Just call 762-3134 for more information. This is good. This is good. If I miss the game, all I got to do is log on and everything right there. Strictly Sports is back.
Right, in turn there we had the conclusion of the first game between the Ghana Hot Spurs and the Trafalgar Southstars. Spurs win by 2-0.
Yes, a very good game by Spurs, a very good win, Charles. And not only did they win, but they keep a clean sheet, which is very important for them. And Charles, and the fact that they didn't start with the normal 11, the regular starting 11, is good because they had five players who didn't start, and also they made 5 changes. They used up the full complement of.
Yes, it's just the starters in Valmont and Crawford who didn't really get a touch, and they are normally starters.
Good.
Right, so the entire sheet had a chance to play.
Exactly.
Good, well managed team by the coach. We must
well managed, well managed, yeah. And also rotating his players very well. So that's to keep them fresh, to keep them healthy, and to keep them hungry.
Yes.
Because you want your players not to get jaded. You know, you play every match, you kind of get jaded, you get lazy.
Right.
But Deco Huggins is rotating his players very well, and giving them a chance to get some match practice. But a good win, which puts them on same place with St. Paul, but St. Paul's have a better goal difference. So St. Paul's on top of the table. Ghana Spurs will be second.
Southstars didn't do too badly in the second half either. We must commend them for holding out. Only goals scored.
Yes, commend them.
Yes.
Especially considering that in the 2 previous matches they have conceded 14 goals, 12 against Old and I think it was 2 against Bath United. Bath United beat them, I think 2-1.
Yes.
So they've conceded 14 goals, and tonight only 2. So good competitive show by Southstars. I do believe that Southstars will beat somebody big because they are a wounded animal. Because considering that, Charles, anything coming up again, they have to be careful. Yeah. Especially considering that the 2 other teams, newly promoted teams, have 4 points and they're yet to come off the mark.
Yes.
They're yet to come off the mark. So I mean, they have something put up for us.
Well, the coach will know what he has to do in terms of organizing his team for future games, okay? And they should build their confidence. Just 2 goals scoring, being converted, and so build their confidence going into future.
Very good point, very good point. Just conceding 2 goals enough to build your confidence. These little small things, small details, help to build your confidence. And so you're going to the next game, I mean, they will be much more confident and looking to at least keep a clean sheet. And with a clean sheet, you have a point. At least you have the mark, because you keep a clean sheet, you could only draw. The minimum you could do is draw. If you score goal, you win. So that'll be important to them to at least get a point out of the next game. So the whole Premier League drama would continue. At the bottom of the table, at the top, you still have St. Peter's and St. Peter's, Spurs and St. Paul's fighting at the top. And at the bottom, you have the 2 newly promoted teams, Bath United, Dieppe, and then you have Southstars at the bottom, still fighting it out there. Too early to call yet, but still fighting it out. But it's very interesting. And just to segue into the next match coming up, Charles, you have St. Peter's, who I said could be genuine title contenders, coming up against Newtown tonight, and that should be a very interesting game.
A very interesting game.